Well, obviously a bad night tonight. Everything that could kind of go wrong went wrong. I think we're all a little surprised because I think we had a really good week of practice. Felt like our team played well last week against Central Florida. Didn't finish the game, but thought we would really play well this week, and just never got going. Got off to a bad start. Got to give SMU a ton of credit. I thought their guys really played hard. They were ready to play. Excited about the game. I think for whatever reason, we probably came out a little flat. Looked like early. And I thought our guys did a good job of fighting back in. We got down 17 real quick, fighting back in. And then from my perspective, I got kicked out of a game. It's my first time that's ever happened. Certainly uncharted territory for me. Apologize to our players and our fans. That should never happen. Was disappointed it happened. Thought it was maybe unwarranted, but it happened, and that's my responsibility to make sure that never happens. So 100% my fault. Obviously, I got to be better. Our team's got to play better, and we will. I mean, this is a good football team, and we certainly didn't play like it tonight. And based on tonight's performance, you would not say that, but I know we are, and I know that we have a long season, a lot of work to do ahead of us. Again, we've got a lot of things we can improve on, and I know we will, and I expect us to play better moving forward.
Coach, 527 rushing yards allowed in the last two games.
Yep.
What needs to change on that side of the ball?
Well, we got to stop the run. We got to stop the run. I mean, there's a lot of things. I mean, we've got to. We played two teams that are going to run the football, and again, I think Central Florida is a team that's a very good running football team. That's what they do. I thought SMU did a good job running the ball tonight, and clearly they're good at running the football as well. We've got to do better. We got to get off blocks. We've got to play lower. We've got to do better disrupting. We've got to, we've got to put our guys in better positions to be successful. I mean, I can sit here and list 50 things that we have to do better, and so we got to go to work tomorrow and figure out how to get those things fixed.
Coach, on offense, you guys are still struggling running the football
We
yourselves.
are, yep, we are.
Do you have a consistent group of 5 guys y'all can trust right now?
You know what? I thought we did. I thought we did up front. Yeah, I mean, I think we do. I'm surprised we haven't been able to run it, honestly. I think that's the one thing coming out of fall camp that I felt really strongly about was going to be our ability to run the ball, and it hasn't gone that way for whatever reason. So we've got to continue to evaluate what's going wrong and figure out how to do it, and then we got to be able to run the ball a lot more effectively. We have to. Because what it does is you can't run it. It puts a lot of pressure on your quarterback and makes him play perfect. And obviously that's a hard thing for a quarterback to do, to go out there and, throw the ball 60 times and make 60 great decisions. You're going to turn the ball over if you can't run it. And so we've got to get to where we can run the football. And as I said, I'm surprised that we haven't been able to. I'm disappointed that we haven't been able to. And again, we got to get it fixed.
You said that you thought it was unwarranted, your ejection. Can you tell us what you said or what they told you was the reason?
Not really. I mean, I'd kind of like to go into it, but it's probably not good for me to do that. Probably not in my best interest to do that.
You said on Tuesday that after the Colorado game last year, you kind of felt like they sat with the team. Are
Yeah.
you worried at all?
I am. Yeah, I'm worried about that. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think that we can handle it. But yeah, I'm concerned. Yeah, and I think anybody would be, and I think we're going to have to have tremendous leadership, and the good thing is we do. I think we have really strong leadership on this team. Guys are going to have to take a lot of ownership in this, and again, it all starts with me. I mean, it's like I told the guys afterwards. Part of being a man is going and facing all the stuff, and there's going to be a lot of stuff, and there deserves to be a lot of stuff, and that's part of my job is to do that, and part of those guys as they grow and become men, they have to deal with something like this. When something like this goes bad, I mean, there's no escaping it. You got to come in here and you got to face the critics, and that's part of it. And the critics are warranted, in terms of what our performance tonight, without a doubt. And you got to own it and you got to move forward. And that's what we're going to do. And we'll know tomorrow. I think our guys will come in with a great attitude tomorrow, and we're going to have to really, rally the troops and move forward. But I think we will, and I think our guys are really good teammates. They think they love each other. They care about each other. They're disappointed. They're hurt. I think they're embarrassed. I know I am. But I think they'll respond. I really do believe that.
Do you think the nature of the rivalry played a part in SMU playing so well against y'all?
I don't know. I mean, you just got to give SMU credit. I mean, I'm not trying to take anything away from what they did at all. I think, I think it's a big game for them. I think this is their first Power 4 win, if I'm not mistaken. Under the new regime, and it was a very resounding win. And so, you got to give them, you got to congratulate them for that. And, they played well, and they have a good football team. And we knew it was going to be a battle coming in here, and we just made too many mistakes. Never really had a chance in the game with all the mistakes that we made from the very get-go. And it's, day one stuff. I mean, it's punt coverage. We punted a line drive punt right in the middle of the field, which, our punter punts hundreds of balls a week, and he doesn't hit a single one like that. And he hit one like that in the game, and it was right back on us quickly. And, and we didn't handle that well. And we hadn't turned the ball over in 2 weeks, and we turned it over 6 times today, I think. I didn't get to see a lot of the second half, but I think it was 6. And so, obviously we got to get better at that.
A loss like last week and then tonight, what's the message to the team going into practice this week?
Well, just got to be, look, there's nothing we can do except work hard, roll our sleeves up, go to work, and work hard. I worried a little bit about that loss last week. We put a lot into that game, and it was a hard-fought game, and it came down to the last play of the game. I worried about us kind of bouncing back from that emotional-type football game. But we practiced as well as we've ever practiced. And so that's why, normally you see things like this coming. As a coach, you do this long enough, and you go, ooh, man, I'm worried about this. And I never saw it coming. Our guys practiced their tail off. We had a great attitude. I thought we had tremendous resolve coming into this game. And, this deal to me was more about just how many mistakes we made. And again, it starts with me. I mean, I obviously wasn't there to coach my team in the second half very long, and that's obviously a huge mistake. And so, there's things that we all have to do better.
How long did that walk feel?
It felt like a long time. Yeah, it was a long walk. I mean, it was not one that you ever want to make. It's like anything else. I'm 54 years old, and I make mistakes, and I learn from them and make sure they don't happen again.
Sonny, there was a long conversation with the officials before you did leave the field. Did you get the same penalty from the same official? Or
two penalties from 2 different officials. I understood why I got the first one. I thought I deserved it. The second one, I really don't know where it came from. Yeah, the first one I deserved wholeheartedly. Yeah.
We'll go 2 more questions. Sonny, on top of the turnovers today, also 14 penalties for 135 yards.
Yep.
How do you work on things?
Yeah, it's just what it came down to for me. It's keeping your composure and being disciplined, and obviously they had a poor example as a head coach, and so something we got to work on clearly. I think it was obviously a sloppy game, and not well played, and again, that's my responsibility. The thing about it is when you don't play well on offense or defense or special teams, that's usually an indication that, okay, that group didn't play well. We didn't play well in any group. And when you don't play well on offense, defense, or special teams, really that falls on the head coach. And so that's my responsibility.
Last question. Okay, thanks, Coach.
Okay, thank you guys.